Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm the Delivery Whiz, and I'm back today with a new video. This is Las Vegas Gig Life, episode 13. Yes, we're giving you ride-alongs and vlogs of what it's like to work the Las Vegas Gig Life. First things in order is to give you a little update about the previous video where I tell you I'm going to try to grind out the orders for DoorDash. It's Tuesday, November 28th, and I'm at 11 or 12 orders. Chances of me getting that done are between slim and none because DoorDash just doesn't pay enough sometimes, and it's not worthy of doing 100 orders every month. Like November really wasn't that great, and the orders that I have been getting the last couple days, I did 11 orders so far, and I had to reject like 5 or 6. So I dropped down to 69%. So that is why I'm probably not going to get there. I don't even know if I'm going to try anymore, to be honest. I just wanted to give you a little update because I do the videos with the intentions of following through with that. But sometimes you have to make tough decisions later on. Not that this is all so tough, but realistically, all that the Top Dasher gives you is the ability to dash now. And since I don't dash a lot in recent months, I mean, enough to do 100 orders, but nothing more than that. And that was just to create some content here on my channel. But I'm still going to try a little bit, but don't expect me to keep it for next month. I'll probably try to get 100 for December and then start all over in January and do some video content on that. Although I'm not 100% sold on that. What I am sold on is an app like DeliverThat or DLIVRD, 2 catering apps out there for gig work. If you're not on those, please go get on them in your market or here in Vegas. You may get waitlisted, but it is worth it once you get started. So with that said, let's get started with today's video. So gig number 1 is going to be DeliverThat order. We are going to go to Tropical Smoothie on Eastern and Bonanza on the other side of town. Pick up breakfast or lunch or a combination or even some smoothies for an eye doctor's office about 3 miles from there. But we've already been there, and unfortunately that order we were released from because when we got there, the Tropical Smoothie, we don't have an order. We don't see an order. So I call support, they call Easy Cater, and I get released from the job with full pay. So that would have been, it was going to be like $12 base pay because there was some extra mileage involved. And then I still qualify for the Easy Cater tip pool. So we're going to call that gig $35. And we didn't do anything except show up. Now we're on to gig number 2. Another Easy Cater order for DeliverThat platform. We are going to go to Honey Baked Ham in Centennial Hills, and we are going to get lunch and take to Cryosis, way on the east side of town. It's about a 16-mile drive, and that is going to pay $768 base pay, $660 extra mileage pay, and then of course the Easy Catering tip pool, which again, I have said repeatedly, is about a $25 average. Some days it's 24, some days it's 26, and then there's some change. So we're going to call this 25. So we're looking at $14.25. So we're looking at $39 if my math is correct. And if it's not, no laughing at me or making fun. Anyhow, that gig pays $39. And since we got released from the first one, we're already near the Honey Baked Ham. So we're just going to wait. It's 10:45. The pickup is at 11:10. So we'll be back when we go in. I'm going to strap on the chesty and take you with today for this one. And then gig number 3, we're probably going to pick up an InstaCart. Maybe we'll try a DoorDash. We'll see after we drop off this Easy Cater order for Honey Baked Ham and Cryosis. Be right back. All right, we have arrived here at Honey Baked Ham, but they have asked me not to come in with the chesty and record them, so I am not going to. So you can see right here we're at Honey Baked Ham, and we have already loaded the car to deliver that bag. You can see the wagon and the 2 bags from Honey Baked Ham, and then we're gonna go ahead and head over to Cryosis, whatever it is. I've been there before, so just because I'm butchering the name doesn't mean anything. And I'm also using this opportunity to test this other microphone I got for the second GoPro to sync sound, because as we know, the original GoPro audio built-in sucks. So here we go. All right, welcome back. We have delivered the Honey Baked Ham to Nikaso Cryo out on the east side off of Highway 15. We did not use the chesty on this side either, because this place is a secure environment. They only let you come in and drop it off at the reception desk. So that's all you missed, is me walking it in, setting it on the desk, and taking a picture, saying bon appetit, and leaving. I was in and out of there in 20 seconds. Actually, the receptionist was outside talking on the phone, and she recognized my car and me from the last couple times I delivered here, and that's how I knew that I wasn't going to be able to use the chesty on this end. But hopefully, with the little footage that I got earlier of it being loaded up at Honey Baked Ham with the sound on my iPhone, will be fine, because that's why I have not been using the chesty more, because the sound from the GoPro, the built-in microphone of the GoPro, sucks, and I have had problems, surprisingly, trying to use external sound on my iPhone. But if it doesn't work there, I'm going to buy another set of mics for that one and go with that. The other part about GoPro that kind of is bad is you can't use an external microphone, wireless one, unless you use the mod, the camera mod or the case mod, whatever mod it is. For any of you GoPro users out there, you know what I'm talking about. From the Rode wireless receiver, you need a 3.5 millimeter to the mod box thing. I can't think of the name of it right now for the GoPro. And I don't have another one, and I do have another mod thing for the other camera, but it is a pain. I have a nice aluminum case around it, and it's nice for the dash cam that I use it for primarily. Anyhow, that catering delivery is complete, and we know it paid $39. Okay, it could be $38, it could be $40 depending on what the tip pool is, but I average it to $25, and I've been pretty close so far. $1 or $2 higher or lower isn't going to really affect the outcome of the content of the video, so we're just going with 39, and we picked it up at 10 after 11, and it's 11:43. So that's not too bad. Yes, it was a 14-mile drive, and now I have to drive back that way. But I'm going to turn on Instacart and DoorDash and a few other things, and we'll see what gig number 3 is going to bring us today. I hope that it's something good. If not, maybe I'll start up later this afternoon with gig number 3, and we'll see if we can get gig number 4 and maybe 5 today on this video as well. So sit back, relax, strap on your seatbelt. We have not received anything decent since the second catering drop-off out east, and we drove all the way back. We did get a couple offers on Instacart, and I was on the fence a couple of them, but they were 50-item, $25 jobs for a couple miles, but that is going to take an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes, and I know I could find better gigs to do, so that's why I passed on that. There was some other ones that I didn't pass up on intentionally. I passed up on them because they were just bad, and that is the life of a gig worker. Going to see some good offers, and then you're going to see some god-awful ones, and today from the drive home we saw some pretty god-awful ones, pretty laughable. Anyhow, I moved over here now after having some lunch and came over by Albertsons near my house. Still really nothing, and so I think for gig number 3, we're going to do some rideshare. Maybe gig number 4 as well. We'll see. If I get 2 quick rides, we'll do 2 rides. If I get 1 long ride, I'll do 1 long ride and wrap it up. But so far, we're sitting at $75 for the 2 catering gigs, and I started at $9.20, and the first one was at a $9.50 pickup, and I sat there for 15 minutes and got sent away, fully paid, because they did not have the order there, or there was some confusion or whatever the case is. And then I drove all the way up to Centennial and sat there for a half an hour because the next pickup wasn't until 11:10. And I even got there a few minutes early and got it early. And that is the delay in the time. The second gig, I got there 10:30, sat around at a gas station down the street till 11, drove over there, and then drove out east and dropped it off. And it was about 43 minutes total. And that one, we already discussed the pay on that. So now we're going to put on the POV hat and do 1 or 2 rideshare rides on Lyft or Uber, whichever one is the best or shortest for right now, because it's lunchtime area and I'm not going to go all the way down to the Strip or the airport. So let's get the hat on. All right, we finally got the hat situated for the point of view. It looked pretty cool in the preview, so hopefully it's going to turn out great. So you can see the dashboard of the EV. Okay, we're going to go ahead and plug the phone into the EV to CarPlay, and you'll see that Lyft and Uber are operable on here now. Which is pretty cool. And I'm going to set an area filter for Lyft for 5 miles. All right, the filter is on for Lyft, and we'll fire up Uber as well. All right, they have one outside my area filter. We just got a comfort ride for 9.5 miles, $13.12. And I'm gonna go ahead and accept that one, because that is a good ride. The pickup is only 0.8 of a mile away, and then we go up north. So we're going to turn off, go offline on Lyft, and then we're going to bring up Uber, and you see it's ready to navigate us, and we can just use the phone, that for now. So when I get there, I'm not going to continue to wear the hat, obviously, but I will use it there. And then we'll drop her off and we'll wrap up that ride and see what we get from up there. As you can see on the dash, it says 2 minutes there, 0.7 of a mile. So obviously most of the driving is dropping her off to her destination up north. It's a pretty good ride for this time of day. 13 and some change. Probably all going to be on 95. And then hopefully when we get up there, I'll get an InstaCart. That's what I'd really like, to get a Smith's Instacart up there and wrap up today's video. I'm not going to lie, I'm still trying to get used to this POV hat. It does block your line of sight, and I'm trying to adjust it up a little bit higher so I can see underneath it. But I am 6'1", and if I sit up too high, I think that it will show too much of the roof. but I won't know that until I go to edit this, or post edit, whichever you'd like to call it. Post-production, excuse me, post-production. And of course, this light here at Searing Gulls and Cheyenne, it's a long light. There we go. And it's at this neighborhood to my right. So I just got to go up here to Buffalo, make a little U-turn. Actually, I'm sorry, soft breezes. And the destination for our pickup is up here on the right a few houses. And now we'll wait for our passenger, and I'll bring you up to date on the other side when we drop her off. All right, welcome back. We dropped off Brittany, and that paid $13.12 up front. And then, surprise, surprise, after we drop her off, she tipped $5, so it was $18.12 for 10 miles, or in that area. You can see from the screenshot, sometimes it pays off to take rides that maybe you might not take. It was way out of my way. I mean, to the north central part of Vegas, only 10 miles. It was a comfort request, as you can see, and I have a comfort car, so you know, she was very nice, and I guess she appreciated the conversation or the information about EVs and stuff I shared with her. Regardless, thank you, Brittany, we appreciate the tip. So that was $18.12. And then we were getting one on the way back, but we waited 5 minutes for this rider who will remain nameless, Devon. Haha. Anyhow, we waited 5 minutes and it gave us the option to cancel and get a fee. So we canceled and got a fee. And so just like that, it's the end of today's video. We did 2 catering jobs. One, as you already know, we got to leave and get paid for because there was an error on the restaurant side. They did not have the order or have it prepared. And then the second one was honey baked ham, and that one went out to Nicosys Cryo, way out east. We had been there before. You don't have to set it up, you just carry it in, the receptionist takes it, bing bang boom, you're done. And then we drove home, didn't get anything, took a little lunch break, did some other stuff, and then decided to come back out and try to do 2 ride shares, which I had the second one lined up, and we didn't get it. And we did a little point of view, which is still a little tricky. I'm gonna have to tinker with that some more because it's uncomfortable for me and it's dangerous from what I can tell driving around with it. There has to be a way to adjust it some so I can successfully use it right. Anyhow, so we did what, 75 from the catering, 75, so no, 40, yeah, 75, and then that was 18, so almost 20, so we're at 95, let's say $93, and that was maybe, we'll call it 3 hours. And that's probably putting 10, 15 minutes or more on top just to make it not seem so great. It was great, and it is great, and it always can be that great if you're picky with what you choose. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm happy to have you here. If you did like it, please leave a thumbs up, get us in the algorithm, and if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video, which will be the conclusion of the DoorDash top dasher quest, if we can do that or not. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it too well. And after that, we'll see where we're going to go. So we'll see you then. And don't take that $1.50, 500-mile trip to the coast and swim through the Pacific Ocean to get sushi from Japan and bring it back and then have to pay customs and all that stuff. Just don't do it.